Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're actually going to dive straight into this new Hunt trailer. I wouldn't really say it's a trailer for anything, but it's more of just a teaser. A lot of people are speculating that it's going to be for the next Hunt event, like a Halloween event, since we're creeping up to October. They usually do one every year. But yeah, I just want to really jump into this because I'm actually really excited for what they showed off, and I want to talk about it with you guys and get your thoughts. So we're going to watch the trailer real quick together, and then afterwards I'll kind of discuss my thoughts. Okay, so real quick, I actually recorded pretty much everything else in this video yesterday, but they just dropped another little trailer today, so we're just going to react to it real quick, and I'm going to do a very quick kind of reaction, because it's a very short video. As well, you can barely see it, but it's 31 seconds, so let's watch it real quick. I'm going to give my thoughts on this trailer very briefly before the rest of the video going into the tarot cards. Web of the Empress. So, I want to rewind this a little bit and talk about a couple things that I see. So, I'm going to kind of lower the volume here while I skip through it. So, obviously it begins as a normal trailer. This guy's being dragged, assumingly by the spider. Or a spider, I should say. We see plenty of eggs. Sorry. And then we see this orange spotted kind of egg with spikes all over it. And as we go through, we see another one, and we start seeing a couple of them start bursting. And obviously it's some sort of little baby spider coming out. So as we go through some of this, one's burst right next to him. And we get this image here. I'm even going to try to slow it down for a second. Try to get a little bit closer. So, immediate thing I noticed, obviously, again, baby spiders, but there's no face or anything. So, like, I don't, maybe because everything moves so quickly through this trailer, some people might just assume, oh, it's the spider, like the boss kind of attacks, but this is a normal fangs, and the boss spider has a whole like humanoid face and everything, and obviously it's much bigger. So what I think this means, this could be a really big stretch. It would be insane if we get a new AI during this next event, because obviously the event's going to be called Web of the Empress. It would be insane if we get a new AI that are baby spiders around the map, and they come out of these little eggs when you get like super close to them. I don't think it's like that far of a stretch, but I just don't know how quickly they'd be able to do something like this, because Hunt tends to be known to kind of, not do too well with getting things done within like a reasonable amount of time. But yeah, so, and these are more like, look like traditional spider eggs, which is cool to see. But yeah, that's what I think about this trailer, and let's go ahead and dive into the tarot cards. So the trailer, or the teaser, is actually pretty quick, but this is the first screenshot we're going to look at where we get to see the first tarot card that they show off being used. And tarot cards are actually something that's very familiar with Hunt. Some people might not know if you've played a little bit later. The tarot cards are still kind of in the UI a little bit, but back in the day, before I think it was the 1896 launch, the tarot cards would be displayed at the every match summary. So if you got like a certain amount of kills, or you ran the gauntlet or anything like that, you would have even like golden tarot cards, and they would actually give you like blood bonds and such at the end of every match. So it's an aspect of hunt that's familiar for most people. So this one's called the Chariot, and obviously we just see them kind of running up to the extract here, and then he burns it, and that's really about it. The only thing that I could really notice is that from this range, typically the horses will be going off. You can kind of hear them at the end of the clip, barely, but one thing I noticed was it actually has this broken wheel here. If you look at where my mouse is, so the spoke's broken. It could just be an aesthetic thing. I don't think it is though. So maybe that has something to do with pausing the extract momentarily if you're within a certain range and use it, so that you have an opportunity to actually stop people from extracting, which I think could be cool-ish. Like, the only thing is, there's always two sides to every coin, right? Like, if I'm trying to chase the bounty down with me and my team and stuff, and they already... The biggest annoying thing I would say is, and I do this all the time because it's a smart thing to do, but if you're playing trios like me, I almost play exclusively trios, the person that... Obviously, you have two bounty carriers, and then one person that isn't carrying the bounty, so you have them leave first, especially if it's like a single bounty match, because no one's going to really know if they kind of leave the compound early, if there's only one team left. They leave and basically wait to kind of get the extract started preemptively, so that when the bounty carriers hit the extract, they're just gone, like instantly. So this could be useful to stop annoying instances like that, where you are paying attention and notice that the bounties are leaving, but then, like I said, the timer is already kind of started. But if I'm doing that, I'm going to be really annoyed. I'm not going to lie. Like, especially if you fight the whole lobby, because usually sometimes instances like this are where me and my boys fight, two teams, and then the last team was just doing whatever, waiting around, not really being engaged at all, and like, we do all the work essentially. We find the boss, kill two teams. This last team randomly rolls up last minute, and dying to those teams can be extremely frustrating. So especially if they do something like this, that's the only kind of issue I could see with it. I don't really know what else to think about this one though, so let me know what you guys think. So this is going to be the second screenshot, and this tarot card is going to be called the Sun. Now this one, I'm actually not entirely sure what this one does. So in this one, the guy kind of gets shot by a Sparks, I believe. He's running through the graves, kind of hides behind the corner here. Or actually he's around a corner already, but as he's running forward, he uses it, and you can still see the red all around the screen even after it's fully used. So I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to do. Like, maybe overall the sun in this kind of image maybe gives a hint, but I don't think it really heals you at all. And especially with the next screenshot and the next card we'll talk about, yeah, I don't think this one's necessarily going to actually heal you or anything. So I don't know. I'm kind of not sure about this one. So let me know what you guys think, and maybe I'm missing kind of a detail here. And the third screenshot is going to be of the third tarot card, which is the Garden. I have a theory on this one. So obviously in the clip, they're running, throughout this area here in the night. Oh, obviously on fire. They use it, and then they both get extinguished. Like, the fire goes out on both of them. So obviously, the first thing I noticed was that the person in front of him also was out. So this is an effect that's applied to the entire team. I'm also curious if whatever cards, if they have, like obviously this one's going to be usable for your whole squad. I wonder if there's a range to it, or if it can be used whenever and wherever you are. So whether you're 20 meters away or 200 meters away, if it works for your teammates still super far away, or like across the map even. Now, it is kind of weird that this is like the Garden of the Witch image, which is about like a forest and, the earth kind of, and it's putting out your fire. But the description of the Garden of the Witch, my sister's texted me. So the description of like the Garden of Witch event that we had going on was talking about the healing of the Bayou, if you remember that. So I actually think that this is going to be the tarot card that also just heals you in general. And but maybe along with healing you, like such as if you're missing HP, it also gets rid of status elements like poison, fire, bleed, anything like that. Or maybe even like stamina. Like if you're low on stamina, maybe it also gives you your stamina back. It just does everything. So some people, I've seen a couple of people talking about on social media, that the sun card, thinking that's gonna be some sort of healing one. But I think this one's just gonna basically do everything for you all at once. So even if you get tagged and you're on fire, it'll just heal you and get rid of the fire. There doesn't really seem to be like a restoration effect because I think we would have heard it in this clip. I guess, well, no, because even if you use like the medkit, for example, even at like the restoration medkit, for example, that's in the carts typically, or like the special POIs right now, like at the Fool's Hideout. Because even if you're not missing health or permanently missing a bar, if your teammate uses it, oh, does it? Now I can't remember. Because it only works for you. But regardless, I'm pretty sure it used to work where even if I wasn't missing a bar before they changed it, it would still, like, you would get basically the kind of glow or the sound effect and stuff. So I don't think this would do any kind of restoration effect. But I could be completely wrong. And the only other thing that was kind of in this same clip, there's spider webs on the outside of this tower here. So the first thing I thought of when I saw this, because obviously we have all the different bosses, and they typically all have different environmental, just like things sitting around. I don't know how else to describe it. Like for example, if you're on the butcher side, like throughout the map, if you're on the butcher's side territory, then you'll see like dead pigs and stuff laying around the towers or hanging around. And with the assassin, you'll see the different husks kind of creeping up. Sorry, it's my son. You'll see like the husks and all the different kind of, I guess you can say, eggs and stuff, and the bug sacks hanging around the towers and up and just scattered around the map. And now we have the spider webs, because I think even with Scrapbeak, yeah, you'll see like eggs and little nests and all that. So I don't think for the spider though we've ever had spider webs that are actually just around normal compounds and stuff. That's one thing I noticed. And I think that's really it for the most part. They're obviously using, I think, the cards too, for the most part, while they were at least like walking. I don't know if they were sprinting when they were use it. I'd have to look back at it, but you can use these while you're moving around fairly quickly, which is nice. And the reason why I'm the most excited about these different tarot cards is because it's adding, like, okay, we've gotten the Dark Satchel, for example, which is like, okay, we kind of have like a C4. Oh, we got like the Beatles, which is kind of like a drone. And everybody gets super worried about new items, but this is just so much different, because I remember when the Beatles came out, people were like, oh, now we have drones like Rainbow Six Siege. And when the C4 came out, people were like, oh, now we've got like C4 like Call of Duty. It's always related to other video games with a pretty negative like essence in the beginning. And the Beatles did get pretty like annoying, but this feels super unique to Hunt. I apologize for all the screaming in the background. I promise my fiance is taking care of him. But this just feels like it's something that's actually brand new and not like a kind of rip-off idea, if that makes sense. I don't know if these are going to be like what these are going to be. I think that it's just going to be a consumable, because knowing Crytek, I just think that's going to be the easiest way for them to implement these cards, but I could be wrong. I don't think they're going to add any kind of special, because at first I was like, well, what if they add like a different kind of piece of equipment we can equip to our hunters, which I think they should do something like that. Like, I think they should add just like one slot for something super unique or important to your loadout. I don't know how they would add that as like an extra slot, or like how you would equip it, you know? Because like on PC you have, you know, 1 through however many numbers. But I think it'll just be a consumable, because I think it's probably just going to be easier for them to introduce it this way. And they said that they were going, I think it was through like a post or some patch notes, or not patch notes, a post or like a blog, that they're going to get rid of the gunrunner, is what they were going to not bring back for future events. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to go help with the kiddos for a second. But to kind of wrap it up a little bit, so I think these are going to be consumables. I think that's just the easiest way for them to implement the tarot cards, especially since, I mean, like, obviously you use tools, but consumables are like more or less one-time use things. So, like, I imagine we'd be able to either bring multiple different cards if we want to, or if you have to like get these from somewhere, like maybe its own. Like, I loved the what was it? Oh god dang, it's been so long. During the Post Malone's Murder Circus event, oh, what was the gun? I'm thinking of Blade Mancer, but Blade Mancer's the perk, not the gun. God, you guys know what I mean. But the special weapon for that event, they should do more limited time weapons, or even if this is like a limited time item where we have to go to that POI and use, what is it, like, I always want to say pack points, but like event, not event points, but the event freaking, good lord, I'm losing all my terminology. It's my dad brain. You guys know what I'm saying. The things you get, the little points or things that you get during the event on your individual hunters to spend on like cash registers or whatever, if you use those to get these cards, I think that would be super cool. They should do more stuff where it's like you have to actually go in the game to go get it to then use it, because that makes it feel more like an event versus just, I have like 100 grand on console for hunt, so I just buy the stuff and just use it as much as I want, which is kind of cool. But then it's like you just get access to it right away because I can just buy everything, and like, I don't know, it just makes it, you have to work a little bit to get it as well if you have to go get it in game, like you did with the saw blade launcher or whatever. So, but yeah, and oh, I just noticed too, so I don't recognize this hand. It's got like a rope wrapped all around it. I don't know what kind of theme that could be, but definitely like a new hunter as well. So I don't think, yeah, it's in all the images, and this is just like a normal like tier 1 hunter. So, but yeah, that's going to be it for the video though. So let me know what you guys think, and what kind of ideas do you think, you know, how these could be implemented. I want to know down below in the comments so I can kind of talk to you guys about it. Join my Discord if you haven't already. And again, yeah, that's it. Okay, I'll see you guys in the Bayou.